back, guys. Sorry. We
So rude.
we had a definite software malfunction. There we go. Now it sounds a lot
entire
better.
podcast malfunction magically.
It just kind of melted down on us, didn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're talking about the Red Tide,
Red Tide,
Facebook.
And
But now we're going to talk about Streamlabs too.
and now we have a whole new realm
Yep.
of possible topics.
Right.
And WeFest.
And WeFest.
So that'll be fun. So that'll be good.
Yeah, it should be good.
I don't know. Round 2. We'll see if we can. I would say recapture the magic, but there was no magic.
No.
It was terrible.
No, it was bad.
It was terrible. So, oh boy.
Hold on. Let me turn this down a little bit.
I think the echo is just as bad.
Is it?
Sounded like it.
Oh, hold on. Let me just mute that. How about now?
I don't know. I
Echo.
can't hear anything.
Echo, any better? Yeah, it sounds like it's better now.
Good enough.
Hold on. Let me check. There might be a little bit of latency just from the computer.
Whatever. I don't
Okay.
care.
What's it sound like out there? Oh, nobody's watching. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as fucked up as the first time, right?
Whatever. I mean, maybe it'll work.
Maybe it'll work.
Anyway,
Well, here's the...
this is how much we care.
This-
We're willing to give this another shot at 8 o'clock on a Thursday.
Right. It's not like we don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I'm sad.
Fuck.
Sadder.
Well, anyways. Episode 2.5 restream. Here we go.
Okay. So,
We're back.
yeah, let's just kind of hop right in again. So, do you want to just kind of like front to back redo here?
Fucking just the whole shebang.
All right.
We're redoing it.
Maybe it'll be better this time.
I
First
bet.
one was
I
like a
bet.
rehearsal,
Yeah.
live rehearsal,
Yeah.
behind the scenes type of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we'll start by talking about Red Tide again.
Ah.
So, what is it? So what the Red Tides are, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who didn't check out the train wreck that was the previous podcast, they are harmful colonies of algae that bloom out of control. So just super rapid expansion and produce toxic or harmful effects on the surrounding environment wherever they're in, whether that's the Gulf or like a lake or whatever. So not only can this cause problems for the fish that live in there, it also works its way up the entire rest of the food chain. So birds, other marine life, marine mammals, things like that, all the way up to people if the outbreak is rampant enough.
Mm-hmm.
The main issue with people getting sick is it toxifies shellfish. So that's where a lot of people will get sick, is consuming shellfish that have been exposed to these blooms.
Yeah, definitely. And so, kind of to piggyback off that, it all comes down to like the food chain, and the specific type of algae that's blooming out there is what's called Carina.
Dude, you fucking nailed it the first time.
Carina brevi. I'm just gonna call it K. brevi. It's this rust red algae that it emits these toxins that are so, creatively named brevitoxins.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and what happens is when those get ingested by the phytoplankton and all the other small microorganisms out there, it can cause neurological problems. And that just goes all the way down the food chain as far as, we can really tell. And that, like you said, it's affecting these large mammals and even what you said, whale sharks that are washing up on shore and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
had one. I forget the name of the beach. I've got it in an article. We're gonna post everything in the description below the video as far as where we grabbed all this shit from, so you guys know we're not just kind of making this up for fun.
Right. No, and it's affecting businesses. It's affecting everything down there.
Top to bottom, the entire, coastal Florida economy as far as the Southwest goes for the state is just in shambles. Anything that had to do with doing anything in the water. So, I mean, anything from commercial fishing to like even surf shops and stuff like that. Like, it's affecting everybody across the board.
Yeah. No, and a lot of it, there's a lot of people that are coming out and saying, like, you know, oh, this is all a man-made issue. And honestly, it's not. It's not a man-made issue.
Right.
These algae blooms happen all over the ocean and in freshwater and everything like that. It happens naturally. But this is kind of spiraled out of control from Hurricane Irma when that came through last year in September and overflooded all of South Florida.
Yeah.
And so Lake Okeechobee, the largest freshwater body in Florida, you know, has the cyanobacteria, which is a green algae, and it does the same thing. It's nutrient-rich water from all the cattle runoff and stuff like that. But, you know a little bit more about farming than I do.
I know what Gabe taught me.
Right. So I'm guessing, you know, it's a cost issue. You know, you're going to have runoff regardless. There's no way you're not going to have runoff.
Yeah. So the whole deal with that is a lot of people like to blame pesticide issues and things like that on farmers, but from what's gotten explained to me is that you got to think of it more from a business standpoint. So, like, no farmer is going to go out there, at least no successful farmer is going to go out and overspray the shit out of all these pesticides and things like that, because it doesn't actually do you any good. Like, that's be the same as, like, let's say you're shampooing your hair. Put the adequate amount of shampoo in one hand and then just squirted a shitload of it down the drain just for fun.
Yeah, no,
it's the same basic idea. So to say that it is 100% like man-made is dumb.
No.
But there are contributing factors that were controlled by people.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not trying to say that we aren't doing a bad thing, but it's out of our control, really. Do we want cattle farms?
Actually, a lot of it down there is like big sugar cane.
Sugar cane, yeah. It's a lot of sugar cane and stuff like that. But, you know, what usually happens is it naturally flows to the Everglades. And it gets filtered out through the wetlands and everything else like that before it even hits the ocean. And once it hits the ocean, it's relatively clean. It's going to have a little bit of nutrients and stuff
Cleaner,
like that.
But like
Cleaner.
not like what we're seeing right now. Like, this is unprecedented.
No,
I'd say.
and that's what I was saying when we go back to Hurricane Irma. The population density of South Florida is so heavy that when you had that massive amount of flooding and they watched Okeechobee, you know, they pretty much just opened up Okeechobee into these estuaries and other pretty much open pathways into the ocean.
Yeah.
So now you're taking another nutrient-rich body of water, shoving it into a bigger body of water where it's going to be the perfect storm of chemistry in the water, the exposure of sunlight, and due to climate change, the higher temperatures in the water.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we're seeing something. When did they say it started up? Like they were able to see it?
They were starting to be able to see the bloom occur in November.
In November?
In November. And then they were actually starting to see birds coming back with being poisoned in October.
Right.
So by October, this has already been affecting a lot of ecosystems out in the Gulf, because if you have poisoned birds, you have poisoned fish.
Right.
So there was a lot of talk of, this wasn't like, the extent of it for sure caught some folks by surprise, but they also kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they knew something was fucked up in November and October.
Right.
And now everything is basically making landfall now.
Oh, right. They said it was like 100 miles of coast that is affected by this red tide.
It's basically all of Southwest Florida.
Yeah. And, I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do now and just wait for it to die off and hit the cold season.
Pretty much either that, or if any kind of virus happened to come across in the bloom.
Yeah.
basically cold or getting sick
Yeah.
is
That's their remedy.
what'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're kind of a long way out from it being cold down for the Gulf, and I guess I don't know how likely it is that a gigantic bunch of shit gets sick, but
No, and I think you'll start seeing species that are going to be immune to these red blooms or these red tides. Not saying that, you know, it's going to be instantaneous, but I think as it goes on and as it keeps getting worse and worse like this, you're going to start seeing stronger species of fish that are resilient to it.
I'd be willing to bet there might be some kind of resistance. Immunity to it, I don't really know. I mean, this has been, like you said, it's a natural thing. It's been going on. This started being recorded since the 50s.
Yeah, and from what I read on National Geographic, people have noticed it since the 1500s.
Yeah.
Like, this is not, it's not
anything new.
Yeah, this keeps happening. Yes, are we contributing to it to make it worse? Yes.
Probably.
But is this a new thing by any means? No.
Yeah. So realistically, it's such a shit show down there. There was an article I was reading that the mayor, he's been mayor of this town for 12 years, I believe. He's actually had to hire more people to help fucking shovel fish out of the beach.
Oh God.
Like, if you don't do that, it's just compounding the issue, which is fucked.
Right.
Like, can you imagine applying to be a fish scooper? Fuck that, dude.
Right.
Come on.
Like, oh God, you gotta be in some world of hurt to not, you know, have a job that's not scooping fish.
Yeah, how shitty would that be?
Yeah, and especially, now it's a government job too, so you're
Plus side is you get way more breaks than anybody else while you're scooping fish.
Yeah, you get smoke breaks all the time. Well, there's no smoking on the beach, I don't think, though.
Smoking on the beach?
All right, well, anyways, we actually have a reporter down there.
Junior reporter,
Junior reporter. He goes by the name George Jefferson.
George Jefferson. Doing it up down there in Florida for us. George, can you tell us a little bit about the situation that's going on down there? What is it looking like?
George, you there? You there, buddy?
I mean, you know, we've got a lot of concerned people. Just wondering, you know.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why? So, what's your kind of plan for dealing with all of these dead fish out on the beach? I mean, as far as getting rid of them, what do you think that people should be doing to help out them?
I'll get him.
Why?
George, you can't keep that fish. It's dead.
Dude, I don't think he knows it's dead.
No, George, it's dead.
Dude, he's dead.
George, it's dead.
All right, we gotta let him go.
Yeah, George.
We'll check back in with him later, make sure he's okay.
Oh, okay, George. Wow.
Talk about off the fucking deep end guy.
Yeah, he's almost like Roseanne Barr last week.
Something. Jesus Christ.
I've never seen a kid so upset that he couldn't have a fish.
We'll be checking in with him at some point just to make sure that he doesn't bring fucking dead fish back.
All right. Well, speaking of shitty things, let's you know what, we can do a bit on not only Facebook but Streamlabs.
Which one do you want to start with?
I think it's a conglomeration of both.
Well, why don't we start with Streamlabs since, you know, they're the ones who fucked us
the
most recent.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you guys watched the first stream, you would know that.
Sorry about that, by the way.
We apologize.
Christ.
And you know, there's not a whole lot that we can do about that, but
I'd say we'd give you a refund, but you didn't pay for anything,
yeah.
so I can't refund time.
So I found this broadcasting software, and it looked really pretty, and everything in there ran super nicely, and it was just overall, it looked great. Everything we were doing was great.
Super user friendly too, which was cool.
Yeah. But when it came time to stream, it used up all of my CPU, and that is a no-go on this lane.
Apparently, yeah, it started your laptop on fire, and then we were fucking dead in the water.
And echoey as fuck.
So, I guess we're just not gonna do that particular program
Yeah.
anymore, and just stick to what has been kind of working in the past.
Yeah, and I mean, now it's working pretty good now.
I hope so.
You would think.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
It couldn't be any worse than the last one.
No. Couldn't.
So, for anybody who tuned back in, which, I mean, if so, cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Sick. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us another shot.
But as we can see on the stream right now, Facebook's streaming quality is fucking garbage.
Have you ever wondered how a company that makes as much money as Facebook does still has people streaming in their fancy Facebook Live or whatever this fucking is at 720p?
That is not even 720p. That does not look like 720p.
We're literally watching a slideshow.
It looks like Minecraft. We're streaming through Minecraft servers.
Fuck.
But seriously, like, Mark Zuckerberg, you've got more money than God. And you're trying to compete on a level with YouTube, Twitch, who honestly make an awesome streaming service.
Tell you what, you're playing with your shoes tied together
And blindfolded.
and with your dick wrapped around and in your butt. God's sake.
Please stop fucking us, our viewers, and yourself.
Thanks.
You played yourself. Thanks. Thanks, Zuckerberger.
Lizard King. Can't forget that. He'll get ornery.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So,
Like, I could accept 720p if this was the year 2006,
right.
but it's not.
It's not. It's definitely not.
We're well past that. I'd say realistically, 1080p is pretty much the standard now,
Oh yeah.
respectively. I mean, it's not new technology.
Yeah. I mean, we're streaming 4K, but if you've got the bandwidth to download 4K live,
Christ.
are you NASA?
Can I come to your house?
Yes. I want to watch Netflix at 4K.
Why? It'd be...
You can't even see in 4K.
No, it's... No.
No, this is dumb.
I don't know why you would even... Like, how do you market? Yeah, you can stream live videos at 720p. Like, what? How could you... Imagine going to a marketing thing for, like, companies and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can post live videos right to Facebook and be like, oh, sick. What kind of quality are you getting? 720p. They'd be like, what? Excuse me? 720p. 7,020p? That's unheard of. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Like, fucking A. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
Sort your life out.
Come on, guy. Like, you gotta be off your rocker. But, they're just raking in money now. And have you seen... Well, I know you just got Facebook again to promote this. I don't really know why, but...
I'm back on. Yeah, I didn't post a single thing.
Nope, I just saw the fishing pictures.
Yeah, I
was
posted a fish. It's from the Red Tide, that's why.
Oh, there we go.
One step ahead, baby.
Okay, yeah. So, it's like the unskippable ads in the middle of the video. 16-second ads in the middle of your, waste time Facebook videos.
So essentially it's just ads then.
Yeah.
You'll have to forgive me. I've been out of the game for a while.
Yeah. So it's just horrible now. Like I can't even. I just get so mad because I watch 4 seconds of a video while I'm taking a shit at work, and then it's like, oh, 16 seconds of ad.
Welcome to a Tide ad.
Cool. Thanks. Bye. I guess I'll go back to work now.
Yeah. Sweet.
It's up in productivity at work, though. I think that's their whole ploy, is they're just trying to make sure people aren't wasting time.
Maybe. I think that's kind of their demographic, though, is
yeah, like what?
Enjoy wasting time here. 'Cause
right.
if you're not just sifting through garbage on Facebook, then what do people actually do on Facebook? Are they still marketing it as like, hey, come hang out where all of your people are?
I guess, kind of.
That sounds dumb.
It is dumb. It is really dumb.
Just go hang out with the actual people.
Yeah, you should just go hang out with your friends. Definitely.
Unbelievable.
Maybe, go to like a music festival or something like that.
Or just go outside, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Get a tan.
Yeah, right. I mean, I can't really speak.
Translucent.
Yep. I'm a ghost.
Whatever.
But yeah.
You won't get skin cancer, probably.
No. Fuck. I mean, we could.
Probably.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, we are rambling hard.
Yeah, alright, well, let's get into the next thing then. Let's get this thing back on the fucking tracks.
So, WeFest. Oh, man. I'm not a huge country music fan.
Me neither, really, I guess.
I listen to it in the background, whatever. I can tolerate it. Most of it's just kind of, I hear the same 5 songs every day, and it's just whatever.
If it's playing, I'm not going to fly off the handle.
Right. But, WeFest was this last weekend, and apparently it got a little crazy as far as, like, drug-related incidents. Now, when I think of, drug-related incidents and music festival, I'm thinking more of, like, your electronic music festivals like Somerset, Spring Awakening, those types of events. But, it turns out that people are taking drugs everywhere.
People like drugs.
Apparently people like drugs.
Breaking news.
And this one guy, don't know his name, don't know where he's from, decided that acid was going to be his poison for this weekend.
That's a bold fucking strategy.
I mean, I know a lot of people have taken acid and they've, said they had a good time. They did whatever and they had their trip. Cool, they're done. But this guy obviously had a bad trip. So
Okay.
scrolling through shitty Facebook,
Ah.
there wasn't an ad on this one.
How was the quality, though?
Garbage.
Ah.
It was recorded
Shocker.
It was recorded off of Snapchat and then uploaded to YouTube or uploaded to Facebook.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, there was 4 pixels, all 4 of them.
Did they hand draw them too? Fuck.
Yeah. So I'm watching this video and I see this guy covering up his eye for some reason, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And the caption in the Snapchat said, "Kids, don't do drugs." And I was like, "Okay, well, what's going on?" Then it zooms in a little bit closer and he removes his hands, and you just see a big red hole in his head
What the fuck?
where his eye used to be.
Used to be?
Used to be.
Oh my god.
So there's another Snapchat that follows it, and it says, "Kid ripped out his eye and ate it."
What?
Ate his eye.
What the fuck?
I don't know why he did what he did, but yeah, he ate his fucking eye.
Dude, you ever been so high you just had to get that thing out of your fucking head?
I mean, I've been known to get pretty fucked up and do dumb shit, but I've never once tried to rip my own eye out.
That's fucking insane.
Like, I don't know where he was going with this.
I don't think he really knew. I think he was on a different planet.
Yeah.
Then they only had one eye on that planet and he wanted to fit in.
But yeah, we're not even going to post the clip on here. I don't want to show anybody this. If you really want to see it, just go onto YouTube and Google WeFest guy rips out his eye. You'll find it pretty easily,
I dare say that might be the first video that comes up.
I think. And while you're there, you might as well head on over to Ridiculously Insensitive and give us a like and a follow.
Cool. Oh god, we're doing this now.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Fuck.
No.
Dude, so you know how when people tell you that you eat a carrot and the same force that you apply, you could bite off your own finger?
Right.
First of all, I think that's bullshit. Second of all, how hard do you think you've got to try to scoop out your own fucking eye? Like, what would be the equivalent?
I don't know, but I kind of have to applaud him because he definitely had the determination to do it.
That takes some fucking dedication. I'll bet that bastard's slippery. He probably had to get a couple decent, like, scoops.
Oh, that's cringy. That is so cringy.
I wonder if it was like more of a traditional, like you were scooping water,
Yep.
or if it was like a fucking pinch and grab
Ugh.
with 2 fingers.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or like if you were grabbing a chunk of somebody's hair. Like just fucking going for it.
Yanks it out of his
God
fucking
damn.
skull.
I wonder what it tasted like. Probably fucking terrible.
I bet it did taste terrible.
Is that something that you would chew or would you just swallow it?
I bet it's like an olive almost. You chew
Maybe.
olives.
Yeah. But olives also aren't my eyeball.
Yeah.
I guess if you're in that deep and you already ripped it out, you might as well do the thing, the courtesy of chewing the fucking thing.
Man, he's got shitty fucking friends, doesn't he?
How could you just let your buddy rip his fucking eye out?
Right. Well, I've let people do dumb shit when they're drunk, but
I'll let a situation play out. I'm not going to lie to you. But as soon as somebody starts grabbing at their own eyeball saying, this sumbitch needs to go, we're pumping the brakes on that situation
definitely.
really quick.
yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, you can't be that fucked up and just let your buddies do that.
I wonder how far out you could get your eye and still have it be able to see.
I bet it, as long as the optic nerve is still attached, you'll still be able to see. Your vision and your brain is going to be fucked
Yeah,
up.
probably.
Because
You'd have to be really careful whilst pulling it out not to fuck anything up.
yeah. But I got a sneaking suspicion this guy just fucking...
I think you just kind of mashed.
Just held her at the red line and fucking...
Christ.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine shitting out your own eyeball? Like, once you're done being on an acid trip and somebody tells you you ate your fucking eye,
Yeah.
the thought's got to dawn on you at some
yeah.
point that, Jesus Christ, I'm going to shit out my own eye.
Right. Oh, my God. That is insane. That is so crazy.
I would lose my fucking mind.
Right.
I mean, let alone having a fucking hole in my head. And what do you tell the doctors? Like, yeah, he was fucked up and ripped out his eye. Like, if I was that doctor, I would just, oh my God, you fucking idiots.
I've got a lot of friends that are like ER nurses and whatnot, and they've seen some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I want to know if that might top their list.
That's gotta be close.
It's got to be top 5.
Jesus. And if it's not, what the fuck?
Right? Like, that is crazy.
Though that's in the realm of stories that I want to hear because I want to know what kind of ridiculous shit people did when they were beyond fucked.
Right.
But I also don't because I have very little faith in humanity as it is.
Yeah, definitely.
That would all but extinguish it.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Unbelievable.
Right. Well, on that note, let's kind of get away from this whole guy rips out his eyeball.
Yeah, well, let's transition out here.
Yeah, let's get out of this
Okay.
garbage.
So what do we got next? What are we doing?
So, Video Game Donkey.
Yep.
I like him. I like his YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's funny. I like his Dark Souls stuff.
Yep.
I've been watching a lot of him lately. He's actually from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. I was pretty surprised. I had no idea.
Well, he made a video the other day.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure everybody that's listening or watching right now knows the This Is America song by Childish Gambino.
Yep.
Well, he got the instrumental for it
Okay.
and made a song called This Is a Chicken Wing.
All right.
It's pretty funny.
I'm good. Let's go.
All right, let me pull that up real quick. Let's just drop Facebook down. All right, so yeah, here's This Is a Chicken Wing.
It's like, this is a motorbike. This is a leprechaun. This is a grandma. This is a penguin. This is a Pizza Hut. This is a coupon. This is a Gatorade. This is asparagus. This is a pineapple. This is a pickle jar. This is a cantaloupe. This is a cucumber. This is my credit card. This is a Taco Bell. This is a dog. This is a lemon. This is a panda. This is a Jackie Chan. This is a Peter Pan. This is a napkin. This is a Pringle. This is an alien. This is a pet.
So yeah, that's Video Game Donkey, and This Is a Chicken Wing. I thought it was a pretty good goof.
Yeah.
It's a good goof for the week.
I mean, the best part is, I mean, that's one of those things where everybody's heard that song, or at least I think everybody's heard that song.
You would think.
I don't even know how many hits it actually had on YouTube. It was it was a ton.
Yeah.
At any rate, one of the best parts about that video, I think, is in the description. He said he didn't actually get permission to do anything.
No.
He just said, he says, like,
Rapper Gambini.
Rapper Gambini, please no sue. Which I think is hilarious. Especially if they're like, if you're Childish Gambino and you see that, and then you see the description in the video, you're like, oh, god damn it.
Well, Childish Gambino, like, his real name is Donald Glover. And
Yeah.
he does stand-up and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you'd appreciate it. At least
He's got to appreciate that a little bit.
I mean,
Like, granted, the song was supposed to be a serious take on the situation in America and whatever, but as a comedian, you've got to, kind of.
you got to meet somebody in the middle.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of respect for that.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite part is this is my credit card. Whoops.
Whoops. Yeah. I do like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's a couple more. You got to watch it. It's
Yeah.
like a 2-minute long video. There's some good ones in there.
And check out the rest of his channel too. It's all good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you like video games, and even if you don't, it's pretty funny to watch him play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he does reviews and whatnot, and they're
His game reviews, I think, are actually some of the best on YouTube.
Yeah.
He goes at it very objectively, which is nice.
yeah.
And just keeps it straightforward. I mean, there's some comedy and some bias in it a little bit, but like,
Yeah.
for the most part, everything is
It's pretty good.
pretty objective,
And
which is cool.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think he does a really good job of making sure
Oh, absolutely.
it's a good quality content that he's putting out on his channel.
It's got a solid merch line too.
Oh my god, donkeyscastle.com.
Yep.
But anyways, let's get
Yeah. Do you want to do SoundCloud now?
we'll do the SoundCloud segment.
Cool.
So, this week's random SoundClouder is a guy under the name of Blank. He's from California. I'm assuming LA. I happened to stumble across him when I was looking up some music for a mix a while back. And I like his stuff. It's kind of eclectic. It's got some trap in it. It's got some future bass, some hip hop, whatever. He's got a song out right now that's been out for a year called Mirages.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot. I actually played it in a mix a while back, but yeah, let's go ahead and give him a listen.
Cool. Yeah, let's go.
I think we know the rest of the story.
You're too late. Blank is dead.
So yeah, that's Blank.
Pretty good.
I like his stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
bad.
you know, you guys can kind of make your own opinions. You're
Yeah.
all adults.
If anybody, I mean, feel free to check out his stuff or whatever. I mean, you were able to see his profile long enough, so if anybody has SoundCloud or wants to check him out or anything of that similar vein, I'm sure he's got more stuff on his channel. So.
Yep. And so we're going to leave all this stuff, all the links for Video Game Donkey, our resources for the Red Tide information, this Blank guy's SoundCloud, all of his socials. We're going to leave that in the description of the YouTube video. Now, going off of that, we're going to start straying away from leaving these videos, these streams on Facebook, just because we want to traffic more people into our YouTube channel. We believe that, you know, that's a better platform for you guys to watch, have a better experience.
Yep.
So we can, you know, try to make it a little bit easier for you guys to watch it when you're not on Facebook or you're doing something else. If you guys have any suggestions of other platforms you want us to upload to,
Yeah, let us know. I mean,
yeah, feel free.
anything you guys feel like messaging us, you know, like, hey, that was funny, hey, that was shit. I mean, if you have to, do that, I guess.
If you saw the first episode
Oh, so sorry.
of this podcast and the most recent one that we just streamed, we apologize.
We're getting there.
We're trying.
We're building. It's like climbing stairs.
Yep.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. I mean, I would be willing to say after a couple weeks of doing this, we're going to get all the kinks pretty much worked out.
I would hope so.
But, you know, honestly, we're having fun. The
Yeah.
more feedback that we get from you guys is going to be, you know, all the better. It's going to make your experience better. It's going to make our experience better. But, yeah, so we're pretty much...
Yeah, I think we touched on this on the first podcast too. So if you guys have any topics that, you know, you want us to try and tackle or talk about, or even if you think, you know, like, hey, something like this might be kind of funny, feel free and send that to us. Like, we'd love to try and tackle any topics that you guys are interesting or you think need more coverage or something like that. Just let us know.
Definitely. And we've got a couple bits in the works. I
Yeah.
know that we're talking about a state fair bit.
That would be fun.
I think we've got a couple ideas that are on the table, and I hope you guys stick around and keep watching week after week. Again, we're gonna be doing the Sunday Fun Day stuff pretty much every week.
Yep.
We'll do
that,
this one.
That and this one.
So yeah, stay tuned next week. Hopefully we found what works, we found what doesn't. We're definitely gonna be on OBS the regular OBS studio next week.
Hopefully we can get it right on the first try.
Hey, I'm really hoping so. All right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching. If you like this video, if you like this podcast, follow us on YouTube and whatever social media platforms you feel like it.
All is good.
But yeah, anyways, we're out of here.
Bye, guys.
See ya.